With the massive success of Windows XP, Microsoft Office, and Internet Explorer, Microsoft was basically crowned king of the computer industry. Some could even say they were king of the tech industry as a whole. Then came 2007. Steve Jobs presented the iPhone at Apple's Macworld Expo, a project they had been working on for more than 2 years. This presentation brought a lot of panic internally in Microsoft, as they knew from that moment that the mobile industry is the next big thing. Microsoft actually started investing into smartphone technology before Apple when they launched Project Photon in 2004. This project was aimed to be some sort of a mobile version of Windows. In reality, Microsoft's leadership was a little bit short-sighted. They did not really see the mobile market taking off that much. As such, they never really invested heavily into Project Photon and viewed it to be more of a fun side project. But when Apple revealed the iPhone in 2007, followed by Google releasing the beta version Android in the same year, Microsoft realized immediately there was a lot of potential in the smartphone world. Microsoft was scrambling internally and even completely reorganized their entire mobile division to start building a new mobile operating system. The aim was to leverage the current Photon implementation to come up with something which will surpass iOS and Android. But this project turned out to be a daunting task and was taking way more time than expected. Microsoft then decided to rush the release of the beta version of this product in 2009 and named it Windows Phone 6.5. They were hoping because of the success of the Windows operating system, adding Windows to its name would make everyone want to buy this product. But regardless, the subpar nature of the product made users to quickly ditch it. Steve Ballmer, who was the CEO of Microsoft at the time, even openly admitted that releasing Windows Phone when it was not ready was a big mistake. This marked Microsoft's very first failure in the mobile market. Regardless of this failure, Microsoft doubled down on the Windows Phone, releasing a new version called Windows Phone 7. This time around, Microsoft was so confident that they struck deals with some of the largest phone manufacturers like Samsung, Sony, HTC, LG, Toshiba, and Dell. But when the phone made it on the market, it was still way below expectations. The phone did not support basic features like custom ringtones, tethering, notifications, multitasking, or even copy-pasting. Worst of all, it was a nightmare for developers to build applications for Windows Phone. Developers just decided to build applications supported by iOS and Android and did not care about the Windows Phone. This made third-party apps very limited, given that third-party apps are what makes the experience of most users of smartphones. The limited amount made Windows Phone a no-go zone. This failure made more than half of Microsoft's partners back out of their deal with Microsoft. To be honest, those who did not leave just wanted to be on good terms with Microsoft. This second failure made Microsoft use a new strategy. Microsoft went into a full partnership with Nokia. This was fostered after a former Microsoft executive, Stephen Elop, left Microsoft to take the position of CEO in Nokia. The deal involved Nokia exclusively selling Windows phones. Nokia also supported Microsoft products like Office, Bing, and Bing Maps. At first glance, it might seem like Nokia enjoyed some success, as unit sales were close to 10 million per quarter. But the issue is, as this might have been great success for most companies, Nokia was a major giant. So despite these numbers, it did not change the fact that their stock price had fallen by about 62%, and their market share in the mobile market had been dropping consistently since the advent of the smartphone. They were hoping that allying with Microsoft will help them bounce back in the smartphone industry and become big competitors to Apple and Google. But as time passed, it inevitably became clear to Nokia that Windows Phone was not going to save them in the mobile phone battle. Nokia now decided to take the safe route they should have probably taken in the first place, to use Android OS for their smartphones. This made Microsoft panic, as they knew Nokia was most likely their last chance to break into the smartphone market. So, in response to this, Microsoft went ahead and purchased Nokia for $7.2 billion. This was what Nokia's shareholders wanted anyway, since they had been losing a lot of money, and Nokia had become basically a money-burning pit. Shortly after this purchase, Steve Ballmer decided to step down as Microsoft CEO, and Satya Nadella became the new CEO of Microsoft. Satya came in and he saw this project exactly as it was. Microsoft's egotistical refusal to admit they had lost the smartphone battle. So his first move on his agenda was to wave the white flag and save Microsoft's dignity. He had identified a new market which had a lot of potential and did not see any need to continue in the smartphone market. What he saw was the potential of the cloud and enterprise side of Microsoft. He mainly focused on that side of the business, and when he had enough results to show shareholders why they should take this route, he got the go-ahead to tear down Microsoft's phone business. Satya sold off the remaining parts of Nokia and laid off more than 1,000 Nokia employees. In total, Microsoft recorded a loss of about $7.6 billion from the acquisition of Nokia. This move officially marked Microsoft out of the smartphone battle. There you have it. We have come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, you can click on the like button and subscribe to get more intriguing stories in the tech world.